Happy New Year. I could not resist making a video just to tell everybody Happy New Year and congratulations. You have made it to see another year. A lot of people did not. So we definitely want to thank God for allowing us to see one more year. A lot of people died. A lot of things happened. Life changed forever. But we're still here. So that means we still have purpose. And so just want to talk just briefly. One of the things that we need to make sure that we capitalize on this year, going into this year, is that we capitalize on investing in our family. We do a lot of investing. We invest money into stocks and cryptocurrency, and we invest time into our jobs. We invest time into our businesses. We invest, so much into so many things. But the greatest gift, one of the greatest things that God gave us is our family. And so this year, let's make sure that we invest in our family. Let's make sure that your daughter sees you at that baseball game or at that volleyball game. Your son sees you at the basketball game and at the football game. Let's make sure that we invest in our families, invest in our marriages. One of the biggest things that took a hit this year were marriages. This year and last year, because people were spending more time together. And so now this year, let's go into this year with a plan. You know, Realizing and recognizing that our family and our spouses are the people that we need to invest in. We invest in so many other people. We counsel people, you know, we talk to people. We are that listening ear to other people. So let's be found guilty of being that same person to our families. And let's make sure that we show them that love on this year. Your family, you know, is God ordained, God ordained family. So we don't want to be guilty of being like Cain and Abel and killing our brother because of jealousy. Let's make sure that we operate in whatever gifts that we have, whatever we bring to the table, recognizing who you are this year and the things that are inside of you. Because investing in your children means that you have to take something from yourself. Investing in your wife or your husband means that you have to pull something from yourself. And so this year, let's not be too tired after we get off from work. Let's not be too tired after we leave from the church or leave from the gym or wherever we go, whatever our routine is. Let's make sure that we make family a big part of this year. And I think that, we should realize that at any time they could go. At any time you could go. I don't want to leave anything undone. So whatever task that I have on this year, I want to make sure that I complete that task, that whatever it takes, I want to be able to make sure that I complete that task. Listen to your family. My wife told me, and I think I might have shared this in another video, that hey, you're giving the job 100%, but we're not getting 100%. You're tired, you're sleepy. When you get off, you're irritable, you're cranky. And so I had to actually listen to that and take that into consideration. A lot of times we don't have to try to figure out what's going on. All we have to do is listen. Listen to your children. Listen to your spouse. And and so they'll tell you what's going on. They may not know how to articulate it in the way that they need to articulate it, but we're smart enough that we can pick it up. So let's make sure that we're available, for our families, for our wives, and the rest of your family. Make sure that you're available. Now, I'm not saying take away time with your immediate family to go do things, but have a plan. If you're married, talk to your wife and say, hey, I'm thinking about doing this, and make sure that y'all on the same page, because one of the things we need to make sure that we do on this year is that we need to make sure we keep the lines of communication open. And so when we keep the lines of communication open, we're looking for a successful year because communication is key. We've said this time after time, year after year. Communication is key. And a lot of things happen because of bad communication or because of a misunderstanding. So let's make sure that we articulate what we mean, what we feel, you know, If you need to tell your wife you want to spend more time with her, or you want her to do different things, or she tells you she wants you to do different things, or whatever it is, dare to do things different. Not just the way that you've always done them. You know, we get caught up in these traditional ways. This is how I always did it. This is how my parents did it. This is how my grandparents did it. Well, just because that worked for them doesn't mean it's going to work for you. We're in 2022 now. So you have to change some things. One thing for sure, social media, you know, electronics, all of these things have changed our world. We're communicating on Zoom and all of these other platforms. I'm glad that they were invented because now is the time, you know, that we can maximize on those things, you know. Do those things that's been pressing on you. Don't let another year go by without you doing the things that you know that you need to do, whatever it is, you know. And so that being said, make sure that you keep your family first. You know, make sure you keep your family first on this year. We know God always comes first. So I'm definitely not saying put your family before God, but God ordained the family. What I'm saying is put your family before the other things that are going on. You know, I've been one in the past to make excuses and work all day long and all week long and all weekend long to say, I want to give my kids a better life. But the problem was, after working 60, 70 hours a week and being gone all week long, I only made money, so I wasn't making memories. And so on this year, I'm determined to make more memories and allow God to be my provider to make the money, you know. And so when I do it that way, I won't have to kill myself. You know, I don't have to work overtime, and you know, for God to provide for me. I want to invest in my family while I still have a chance because I don't know when my last year is. I don't know when my time is up. I don't know when I'll take my last breath. So I want you to remember one thing: invest in your family because what you invest in them will carry them through their future. I love you guys. Y'all be blessed and happy new year.